the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson.
Well, I'm wondering if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A give left side. Here's H.A.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's H.A.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
7:34.
To throw, it's Carr. Jacksonville.
Jamison Williams
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. In his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw, Pickett. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll throw again with Pickett. A check down here to Jones. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Jones there to make the grab. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down.
And And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
The Jaguars at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Carr now on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense.
Now, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dueling the man in motion.
6-18.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10.
That ball caught. It's chosen.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll run for it with A-Chain.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Devon A-Chain with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Jones.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Pickett now from the gun here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Definitely always showed off the pass rush skills. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. A-chain hit and the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt returns. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Right back to A-chain on 2nd down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
93. Express. 29. 29. New 80. What's up? Express. What's up?
Throwing on first down is Carr. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Yo, Chief. Hey, later 2. 1, later 1.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Pierce with a pick. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards.
Gain of 40 yards. First down, Colts.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running right, Jones.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ballgame. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick-6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett.
and that is incomplete.
It's looking like another 3 and out here. And at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. And we're not even at halftime.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off.
One down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. They'll look to throw. 53 yards.
And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is
Out of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards. And not, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Raider 1. 29. Get down, get down.
On play action, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And Bob.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Ready? Let's go.
Pickett now on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10. It's Pickett again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
A-Chain will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Pickett back to throw.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the Colts 29-yard line.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. Push it up.
A-Chain on 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 3rd and 9.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
637.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
This one from 46 yards out.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Pickett.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 68 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Pickett.
This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Mike Williams
laying himself out in the end zone.
and the Colts are able to at least get one score back.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. A-Chain on the counter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to A-Chain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now!
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They're going for it with the option right. And a loose football.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 45, Colts 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
First play's a run with Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What now?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A-Chain now up the middle.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Devon A-Chain
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. after the touchdown. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
And the Colts first down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Easy, kill, 6-18. Let's go.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Straight this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down.
And he'll get this one down to about...
Now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Easy, kill. What's up?
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, this one's knuckling it. It just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down, here's Pickett.
And now here is another interception. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what...
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, starting a great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Room here to run.
And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
This is 2nd and 8. Another run now for Nwangu.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports.